What's up, tribe? How you guys doing this evening? This is going. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button first, and I hope you like this video. This is going to be your review of, excuse me, Black Ink Crew Chicago, season 4, episode 5. Now, let me tell y'all this. I spent the majority of this episode like this. I started to make that my thumbnail, right? Because this episode had a couple of scenes, but let's get to it. So first off, we start off, they having another little game night. I guess because they not in the shop anymore. They just got to come up with reasons to hang out. So they all over Ford's house having a game night. They playing charades. Here go the problem. The only person in the room that knew how to play charades was Danielle. What kind of deprived childhood did you have that you ain't never played charades or have no idea how to play charades? Even if you never played, I think you should have a pretty decent idea. Put in them comments. Maybe I grew up in a different world, but charades was like normal. Like, I don't know. Anyway, so, but while they're playing charades, Van comes in. He's late, and they're like, Van, where you been? You know, and he does it real cute. He acts it out like it's part of the charades game, but basically he tells them, I have the key to the new slash old non-mag slash new Loyal Ink. All right. Van was able to convince the landlords to let him lease the building. They hadn't been able to, I think the biggest thing is they hadn't been able to lease that building out, and it was sitting there empty. He said he convinced them that Ryan didn't have anything to do with the new shop, and that Ryan was the one that tore it up and put the bullet holes in the walls to begin with. And he was able to negotiate a decent price. So they're moving into the new shop, right? They got the shop back. They said that even though they had the little run-in with Ryan at the Chicago convention, they were able to raise enough capital to get started. You know, I guess come up with first month, last month rent and all that good stuff. Charmaine asked show up with some sage to sage the building out of all the old bullshit. She didn't just talk about Ryan. She talked about her too. Drunken hookups in the bathroom and bad takeout and all of that. You know, it was cute. You sage the building down, get rid of all that old juju and energy. Unfortunately, that doesn't last long. But let's go over to Ryan. Because Ryan, you know, he's opening up his new shop over at wherever this new shop is, the other side of town, wherever. Him and his mom and Rachel are there giving him all these wonderful ideas on how to set the shop up. And Ryan is like, yeah, I'm not doing none of that. He said, y'all not turning this into Barbie's dream house. Like, they were talking about having, like, a champagne lounge while people wait to get their tattoos. Ryan was like, yeah, we not doing none of that. So, oh, I'm sorry, rewind. In the midst of them celebrating about the new shop, Charmaine offers Danielle her job back. Now, Danielle had taken, you remember when she said her and Terrence got engaged, and then they went off on, like, this little trip. I guess she took time off from the shop. But when she took the time off from the shop, that's when Ryan ass wasn't around anyway, and nobody knew what was going on with the shop. So I guess her thing was, we don't need no receptionist, and I don't know how the money was being taken care of, or payroll. That's supposed to be Charmaine's job, I guess, because she the manager. But neither here nor there. She hires Danielle back without really talking, like without it being a discussion. But I don't, in defense of Charmaine, I don't think she felt like it needed to be a discussion, because her thing was, Danielle's not new to the shop. She knows how things need to be done. It's a no-brainer. Lily has a problem with it. Now, none of the guys have a problem with it because, of course, Danielle is part of the crew, you know. But Lily has a problem with it. And Lily is like, we supposed to be partners. How we hiring people and you ain't talking about it. We not running it past nobody. Blah, blah, blah. First, that's the first thing that I feel like was blown up. I don't think it was a big deal. Monetarily, it might have been a big deal because maybe they don't have the money to hire a receptionist right now. But that Lily should have found a way to have that conversation without it becoming what it ended up being. Anyway, I'm ahead of myself. Back to Ryan. Now, Ryan hired an assistant. Her name is Brooke. He said when he interviewed Brooke was cool. She was saying all the right things. They flashed back to the interviews, and she was saying all the right things. And she's a single mother, but she feels like, you know, if there's nothing to do, look for something to do. You know, all the stuff people want to hear when you on the interview. We know how to say the right shit. And so Brooke was supposed to be showing up for her first day as Ryan's assistant. Brooke showed up pissy ass drunk. When I say pissy ass drunk, I mean slurring her words. She didn't even have her shoes on. She had on a freakum dress. Looked like she just left the club. Some heels. She was carrying it. Well, she came in with her heels on. Somehow, at some point in the process, the heels came off. Ryan's mother there. She didn't call Ryan's mother babe. First of all, she came in there saying, "Hey, babe." And at first, I thought that scene was getting ready to go in another direction. At first, I thought this was going to be some chick Ryan and messed with back in the day or something. Because she came in there calling people baby. But they explained who she was. She didn't call Ryan mama, baby. She was like, "No, I'm mama. You can call me mama." And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, mama. Oh, mom. And that's when I realized she was drunk. I was like, Ryan said she smelled like a damn distillery. And she cursing and stuff. Ryan's mother is like, "Excuse me, I need to remind you that you're talking to your boss's mother right now. I'm going to need you to watch your language." "Oh, shit. I'm sorry." I was like, what is wrong with this lady? So Ryan tells her, "Look, I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to leave. Like, go home, drink some coffee, come back, try it again." And she was like, "I'm so sorry. I had a date." And Ryan was like, "Clearly the date went well, cause your ass is drunk." And Ryan was like, "Damn, what I get myself into? Like, how do I keep attracting these crazy motherfuckers?" Now, this is what I'm gonna say. For the purposes of the show, okay, it was funny and all that good stuff. But in real life reality, it's no way in hell she should have been able to come back and get her job. Which she does. Rachel convinces Ryan to give her another chance. She shows up. She apologizes. She brings a peace offering. She said that, she had gone out and had drank too much. But my thing is this. I don't know what time of day this was, but I would think that the sun was shining, so it was clearly during the day. Where did you go in that outfit and be that drunk before your first day? And like Ryan said, he said, I would rather you have called in and said you were sick, not feeling well or something, rather than show up drunk. Like, who does that? It's no way. I understand about giving people second chances, and I get that whole mentality. I've been there and done that. I've made mistakes and fucked up, but if you're trying to get away from the drama and you're trying not to deal with that type of environment again, then somebody showing up drunk on their first day is a pretty clear indication that at the very least they are a bad decision maker. Because there's no way that she should have shown up like that. I don't know if she thought she wasn't as drunk as she was, or she thought she could play it off. Like, I don't even know what her thought process was. And like I said, for the purposes of the show, cool. But if we just talking real reality, somebody shows up that drunk on the first day of work, cussing at my mama, using inappropriate language, dressed the way she was dressed. Like, you weren't even, like, Ryan is still actually putting the shop together. She was like, this place is fucked up. Like, it was crazy. It was funny, but it was crazy. But anyway, Ryan ends up giving her a second chance and lets her come back. And he told her point blank, he was like, if it was up to me, this would be a wrap. But my girl, she vouching for you. She want me to give you another chance. So, you want that nice, but all right. So that's that. So then we see Four and Nikki having a conversation, and there's nothing really big about this conversation. They just letting you know it's Four's birthday coming up. Nikki's planning a surprise party for Four, so he doesn't really know what's going on. But he makes a comment. I just want to bring this up. They keep talking about the whole show, how he put his LA plans on hold to help get the shop together. No, he put his LA plans on hold to finish taping this season. Let's be clear. He did not put on hold working with, what's his name? That dude on the track, to stay here for no damn 9 Mag Loyal Inc. He stayed here for the Black Chicago Inc. season. But anyway. So, we get to 9 Mag. They're there. They got all these ideas about redecorating and everything. But at the very least, they want to bring in some new paint. They want to, do some things. Fix the place up a little bit. And so, they're all there in their little white painter's outfits. And they, painting and everything. Having a good time. Somehow or another, Danielle shows up. Somehow or another, Danielle and Lily end up getting into it. And Lily makes a couple of little nasty comments to Danielle. And Danielle was like, Like, I don't know where this is coming from, but I'm not getting ready to sit here and argue with you over this bullshit. Like, and Charmaine tried to be like, look, Lily, what's the problem? Like, Danielle is non-mag, and I mean, what's the issue? Somehow or another, Lily and Danielle get to arguing again. And Lily just out of nowhere just runs up on Danielle and starts wailing on her. Like, it was so unprovoked. And it was so out of the blue. Like, I don't know. Danielle was not even, like, they weren't in each other's face. They weren't threatening each other. It was just straight up Lily running at Danielle. Like, it was crazy. Danielle was sitting on the couch. All she could do was just to protect herself and kick at Lily. Like, that's all she could do. It was so ridiculous. It was Lily. Lily is a fucking loose cannon. She's crazy as hell. And we've joked about her being crazy and stuff before, but something's wrong with her. And no, you're not going to use your life experiences as an excuse. Like, what she did to Danielle was so ridiculous. So ridiculous. They break it up or whatever. Don is like, look, I ain't got time for this shit. I'm out of here. Like, he's like, this is ridiculous. I'm gone. Van was there, but by the time the fight happened, I don't remember seeing Van. I don't know if he had left or he just wasn't being his normal Van. Because normally I could see Van being like, all right, y'all, just shut the fuck up, sit down. Stop this shit. Like, I don't know. But Van, I don't remember Van being there. I don't know. So, Charmaine actually, now here's where editing comes into place, because there's no way in hell that somebody is going to attack me and 5 minutes later we're going to be sitting down having a nice calm conversation. I don't know how long it took them to get everybody straight and get everybody together, but next thing you know, Danielle and Lily are sitting down and Charmaine is there talking to them, basically saying, let's squash it. What's the issue? What's the problem? I don't know. We would have had to suspend taping for the day, because I promise you, especially unprovoked like that, I'm just sitting there minding my business and she jump on me. Ain't no way in hell. Nope. But anyway, the black people made that tea. It's too much sugar, and ice has melted in there. Woo! Anyway. So they talk or whatever, and supposedly they tried to squash it, but of course Lily in her confessional was like, this shit ain't over, bitches. This ain't over. I ain't done with this. Whatever. So next thing we see, Lily on her get back, Lily decides that she's going to hire a new artist. Lily's thing is this. Now, from the point of view of making money, I'm not mad at her. I just feel like the way you have a conversation is not through violence. Yes, she has a valid point to say, why are we hiring people before we're making money? I get that. Her thing is, we ain't opened up the shop. Ain't nobody started tattooing nobody. But we're hiring a receptionist. So she decides, well, I'm going to hire a tattoo artist. Because I feel like that's more important. Because we need to be making some money. Your point is valid, Lily. Your approach is the problem. Your approach is some bullshit. So we see her interview this tattoo artist. Her name is Reese. Reese seems cool. Reese ain't no dummy. Reese is like, look, I know I'm walking into some bullshit, but I'm all about trying to make some money. I moved to Chicago. I need somewhere to set up. Her thing is, I've traveled the world with my tattoo machine. I've done tattoos everywhere, but I'm kind of ready to settle down, and I've decided to settle down in Chicago, at least for the time being. So Lily was like, this is somebody who I've been following on, IG. She's done great work. I know she'll bring in clientele. I know she'll bring, money into the shop. Again, your point is valid. All she had to do to probably get the guys on her side was invite Van to the interview. If she had said, Van, I'm interested in this new artist. I'm gonna have lunch with her tomorrow or whatever. Can you come? So, let's interview her. Let's see what's up. Van would have probably been down with that, and he would have vouched for you, Lily. But you was on some dumb shit, some get back shit, and you was going behind their back, and you interviewed Reese, and you really put Reese in a fucked up situation that could have went a whole different direction. But Reese is not stupid. Reese showed up at the shop the next day, or whenever it was. They're all in the shop. Reese shows up. She introduces herself. Lily was like, oh, this is the new artist that I hired. So, of course, they all sitting around like, you hired her, right? And And she was like, yeah, but here's where Reese ain't no dummy. Reese was like, yeah, I'm ready to get to work. I got a client showing up right now. So at that point, everybody was like, oh, she got a client now, today, that's paying. We good. Dispel all of that. And that's why I said, had Van been in on that end, because Van was like, okay, well, cool. Like, it's a booth to the back on the left, open. And so, to me, that whole situation could have been, but no, like I said, Lily was on some get back shit, and she wanted it to be awkward, and she wanted it to be a problem, and she was waiting for somebody to say something to her. But see, it didn't happen like that, because Reese walked up in there with the right attitude. She was real nice. She spoke to everybody. She had a good disposition. And like she said, I ain't no dummy. Like, I know I walked into some shit. She said she's a former accountant who decided to, quit her job and become a tattoo artist. She was like, I went cold turkey. I quit my job and this is what I wanted to do. So she ain't no dummy. She not new to this. All right. So we get to Ford's birthday party. No, one little thing. Junior and Ryan are out having like a little double date or whatever. Ryan asked Junior to come to the new 9 Mag and to be the manager. Junior's thing is, look, right now, my life is, what did he say? My life is drama-free. That's what it was. He said, my life is drama-free, and I just don't know if I'm really trying to step back into that. And Ryan was like, well, I mean, you think I'm trying to bring you into a messy situation? And Junior was like, look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying right now. Basically, what he's saying is, I like my life right now. I don't know if I'm trying to go back into that bullshit, because at the end of the day, I know it's going to be some bullshit. Excuse me, because we still taping the show, which means that all the people are still in place, and it's going to be some shit. And I just don't know if I want that right now. So he told Ryan he had to sleep on it. That he really wasn't sure how that was going to go down. He had to sleep on it. Alright, now we're at the party. Okay. Couple of little small things happened at the party. First of all, Ford's surprised. He's happy. Great. It's a 90s themed party. Reese and Lily are there, and Lily talking shit over at the bar getting drunk. Now, y'all already know a drunk Lily is a whole nother issue. Because Lily wasn't even drunk when she attacked Danielle, I believe. So we're at the party. We have Ford, like I said, we have Ford's party. He's surprised, whatever. Lily drinking. Alright. The first little cute thing, it's a cute little thing that happens with Ford, Nikki, and Reese. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Reese and Lily were talking. And, of course, Lily was telling Reese that she's not really happy about the way things are going at the shop. And she's saying how Danielle and Charmaine aren't bringing any money into the shop, and if she feel like that what she doing is paying their salary and what they doing there, and all she trying to do is make money right now, and she don't understand why why Danielle and Charmaine are there, because they not bringing nothing to the shop, they not making no money. Again, your point is valid, your approach is wrong, because you talking to the wrong people. You talking to Reese. Reese ain't got shit to do with none of that. Reese don't have no control over none of that. Sorry, y'all. So, then, Reese is not like I'm saying, Reese is not the person that can help you. Van, Ford, Dawn, if that's how you really feel. And I understand how you feel. It's just about, and if you had a problem with Charmaine, you should have had a problem with Charmaine. You should have said that way back when y'all first had the conversation about y'all all going in together and it being one big shop. But you didn't do that. Now all of a sudden you got an issue. Reese a little freak. And she gonna get fucked up. Because she starts flirting with Ford. And I was like, okay, this gonna either go left or go right. Nikki about to go crazy. Or Nikki gonna, be cool with it. And Nikki was cool with it. It seemed like Ford was trying to set up a little threesome situation, and Nikki and Reese was all filling each other up and stuff, and Ford tried to get in it, and then Nikki was like, see, you messed up. You gotta follow my lead. You can't come in. Ford was like, damn, I thought I was about to give me a threesome, and next thing you know, they look up, Reese making out with the bartender. So, Reese is gonna be interesting. She equal opportunity, and she about to be real interesting. But I like her, though. I like her so far. We'll see if I really like her, but so far I like her. Well, on the other side of the party, Lily's cousin, Paloma, she getting in Charmaine's face because Lily, I guess, been talking shit, and they know what the deal with what's going on at the shop. And Charmaine is trying to explain to her, look, we don't have a problem. Lily just doesn't, Lily just really doesn't understand what's going on. Like, nobody has a problem with Lily. And Lily sees the two of them talking, and she was like, they don't have nothing in common but me, and I hate when bitches be talking about me. So she walks up on them, and she's like, what's the problem? What y'all talking about? And Charmaine was like, I'm just explaining to Paloma that we don't really have a problem, that you and Danielle just have a little conflict that y'all need to work out, and that, nobody is really mad. Like, she's trying to be like, the peacemaker. Charmaine even said, y'all got me being the peacemaker. But Charmaine was explaining what's going on. Like, it's not really no issue. Nobody is trying to dog out Lily. Next thing you know, Lily and Charmaine get to arguing. And then Lily just straight up punches Charmaine in her face. Again, unprovoked. And they, of course, get to fight, and the security guy break it up. Lily is a problem. Lily is a loose cannon. And in any other normal situation, Lily ass need to go. Like, I get it. For the show, she ain't going nowhere. But for the purposes of, like, reality, she got to go. Like, that's not, like, resolving issues when the first thing you always feel like you got to do is put your hands on somebody. That ain't cool. In one episode, her ass got into a fight with two people. Unprovoked. Like, neither one. Danielle wasn't even in her face. With her and Charmaine, they were arguing, and they were kind of in each other's face. But Charmaine didn't raise her hand to you. Like, you could have just walked away. First of all, you started it because you walked up on her. She wasn't talking to you. You walked up on her. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That was a mess. Lily got to go. As far as I'm concerned. That's what Charmaine was saying. Charmaine was like, you are fired. You are fired. And Lily, you ain't firing me, bitch. You ain't firing me, hoe. Lily made a comment talking about something. I ain't about to explain myself to the person that orders the toilet paper. Girl. Anyway, that's what it was. Y'all let me know what y'all think in them comments, because it was a mess. It was a mess.